conversation. Silver and Black Talk got the whole nation waiting. Weekdays live and you know how we go. This the Lunatic Raider Show. Tap in, we stay mobbing. Update the squad, break the news when it drops. Rumors, headlines, yeah, we covered a lot. 3 p.m. West, 6 p.m. East, we on go. This the Lunatic Raider Show. Raider Nation, let's roll. Pull up on the stream, yeah, the nation in the room. Silver and Black on my back like a full moon. Breaking news hit, we don't wait, we react. I'm the voice of the nation, put the truth on the map. From the locker room leaks to the rumors in the wind. If it's Raiders or Lions, then you know it's locked in. Monday through Friday, yeah, we cracking it live. Raider fans worldwide, all tapping in the vibe. Top your cars, Lunatic, got the city on tilt. Al Davis torch lit like a legacy built. Ain't no sugarcoat, we keep it raw, keep it real. Silver helmets, black shields, that's the code, that's the feel. Hit the live stream, nation slide with the quickness. Every rival talk loud till they end up on the hit list. Rumor on the line, yeah, we break it with precision. Vim cut, stats up, every show's a new vision. Letters against the platform, the truth fits. We don't do soft takes, we deliver the real hits. From draft to the field, every play, every quote, we the pulse of the nation. Every hater gets smoked. 3 o'clock west, 6 o'clock on the east. When Lunatic Raiders speak, conversation increase. Put respect on the shield, this the nation's heartbeat. Silver and Black on the track with that West Coast heat. Raider Nation stand tall, stay ready, stay bold. Catch us weekdays live, let the story unfold. From Vegas to the globe, let the whole world know you tuned in to the Lunatic Raider Show. And we mobbing. Raider, yeah, we run a conversation. Silver and Black Talk got the whole nation waiting. Weekdays live and you know how we go. This the Lunatic Raider Show. Tap in, we stay mobbing. Update the squad, break the news when it drops. Rumors, headlines, yeah, we covered a lot. 3 p.m. West, 6 p.m. East, we on go. This the Lunatic Raider Show. Raider Nation, let's roll. Pull up on the stream, yeah, the nation in the room. Silver and Black on my back like a full moon. Breaking news hit, we don't wait, we react. I'm the voice of the nation, put the truth on the map. From the locker room leaks to the rumors in the wind. If it's Raiders or Lions, then you know it's locked in. Monday through Friday, yeah, we cracking it live. Raider fans worldwide, all tapping in the vibe. Top your cars, Lunatic, got the city on tilt. Al Davis torch lit like a legacy built. Ain't no sugarcoat, we keep it raw, keep it real. Silver helmets, black shields, that's the code, that's the feel. Hit the live stream, nation slide with the quickness. Every rival talk loud till they end up on the hit list. Rumor on the line, yeah, we break it with precision. Vim cut, stats up, every show's a new vision. Letters against the platform, the truth fits. We don't do soft takes, we deliver the real hits. From draft to the field, every play, every quote, we the pulse of the nation. Every hater gets smoked. 3 o'clock west, 6 o'clock on the east. When Lunatic Raiders speak, conversation increase. Put respect on the shield, this the nation's heartbeat. Silver and Black on the track with that West Coast heat. Raider Nation stand tall, stay ready, stay bold. Catch us weekdays live, let the story unfold. From Vegas to the globe, let the whole world know you tuned in to the Lunatic Raider Show. And we mobbing. Raider, yeah, we run a conversation. Silver and Black Talk got the whole nation waiting. Weekdays live and you know how we go. This the Lunatic Raider Show. Tap in, we stay mobbing. Update the squad, break the news when it drops. Rumors, headlines, yeah, we covered a lot. 3 p.m. West, 6 p.m. East, we on go. This the Lunatic Raider Show. Raider Nation, let's roll. Pull up on the stream, yeah, the nation in the room. Silver and Black on my back like a full moon. Breaking news hit, we don't wait, we react. I'm the voice of the nation, put the truth on the map. From the locker room leaks to the rumors in the wind. If it's Raiders or Lions, then you know it's locked in. Monday through Friday, yeah, we cracking it live. Raider fans worldwide, all tapping in the vibe. Top your cars, Lunatic, got the city on tilt. Al Davis torch lit like a legacy built. Ain't no sugarcoat, we keep it raw, keep it real.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
They're here. Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my nation. Rise. This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation. Can you dig it?
Raider Nation, can you dig it? Yes, 1 week left in the season. As we stand, we are the first pick overall for sucking donkey balls. Bars. You bitch. How y'all doing, man? Hey, welcome to another edition, another episode of the Lunatic Raider Show with yours truly, Mickey Ficky Lunatic Raider. Hey, the season's end is upon us. There's a lot of things that we're waiting on to see what the Raiders do. Right now, as it stands, we have the first pick of the draft with no worse than being second. How is that, Lunatic? I thought such and such can pass us. They could have. But guess what happened? The Atlanta Falcons won. So that changes the whole dynamic of things. The Jets can't jump us. So we're going to go into fantasy. I don't want to say fantasy because but we do got to look at it from all perspectives of what the Raiders could do. What does this mean for the Raiders possessing the number 1 overall pick? And then other little chitter chatter going on within the nation about potential things that could happen. Highly doubtful, but possibility can happen. So it's the just in case factor. Just in case the Raiders do A, B, C, or D, what is the outcome of their actions? Every action has an equal reaction. So let's get into it, man. Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat. We in the Mickey Ficky building on this Tuesday, a day before New Year's Eve. I hope y'all have a safe and wonderful New Year's Eve, man. I'm gonna post up at the house this year. I'm not hitting the strip. Too many motherfuckers with yeast infection and what's that got to do with you? I don't know, but I don't like walking around a bunch of loaves of bread. Just say it that way. You feel me? It's gotta But I'm gonna kick it at the house, and matter of fact, salute to y'all. You see, I'm rocking red wine. You know what I mean? That's what I'm rocking, boy. The high antioxidant drink that you can drink if you do drink. But shout out to the world's most dangerous chat, man. Let's rock and roll, baby. We got y'all up in here. S.A. Big Dog in the building, man. What it do, man? What it do?
There you go.
Showcase Rule. Follow that shit up with the woo.
There you go.
Yeah, we in here. My girl Peaches holding it down for your boy. You already know Raider and Peaches in the building. Hey, y'all say hi. You know what I mean? She's in there making breakfast, bacon and eggs, sunny side up. Let me quit. Let's go. Who else we got up in the building, man? We got Sacktown Raider Mike, man. I hope all is well with you, baby. Hey, happy holidays, man. Let's go.
There you go.
We in this BIH, you feel me? Marcus Banks in the building, man. What it is, what it was, and what it always shall be. One nation, you feel me? One nation under God, above the law. Let's go. Let me see who else we got up in the building. We up in here, man. I gotta scroll, catch up with y'all. Y'all in here active for real. Let me see. Sacktown Raider Mike, yes indeed. Raider Fool Chris, what it is, man? Happy holidays to you, bruh.
There you go.
You already know. Raider be out in the building, man. Salute to you, my brother. Hope all is well with you. Yes, man. We up in here. Raider Fool Chris, where you been, bruh? You already know. Life be lifing. You know what I mean? kind of like Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. It's just life. You feel me? I know what it do. I know what it do, man. Shout out to you, though, man. Appreciate you for pulling up. Let me see. I'm trying to catch up so we can get into the show, man. We're going to talk a lot of shit. Fuck that. We're going to do a mock draft. Yes, it's mock draft season because we got the number one pick. We're going to see how this shit unfolds. You feel me? Let's go. Let me see who else we got up in the building, man. Alec M in the building, man. You already know what he's doing it with. He's doing it with the what? With the R.
I'm out of time. There you go. There you go.
Shout out to Rakim. In case y'all don't know, old school song, doing it with the R. Yes, the R, as in Raider. Let's go. Let's go, man. I'm juiced, man. I'm feeling good. Number one pick. What do we do with it? Oh, shit. Look what the cat dragged in. It's the coolest cat that don't get scratched by kittens. Let's go, man. You already know who it is. I tell you.
My name is D-Nice. My name is D-Nice.
Yada! You already know what it is, man. For real, we in here. My guy D-Nice in the building. What it is, brother. I hope all is well. Happy holidays to you. Yes, indeed. Let me see who else we got up in the building. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up with the mustard. You feel me? I think I'm caught up. All right, let's go. We got the number one pick. Let me set this shit up over here, man. We're going to do a mock draft today. I feel like doing a mock draft. So what we going to do is put this to the side. We're going to talk our Raiders first. We're going to talk scenarios. We're going to see how the scenarios could unfold for the Raiders. What can the Raiders do? If we're going to do a rebuild, how do we make it quick? The only way you're going to make a rebuild quick, how? By having multiple picks. We got multiple picks, but there's potential for more. What do you mean, Tick? I'm going to tell you. And it's going to work out in our favor either way, whether it's Mendoza, whether it's more. I'm going to break it down to y'all. Let me get to the RAIDERVISION.com. RAIDERVISION.com, your one-stop shop for everything Raiders. RAIDERVISION.com. Don't let it bite you. Don't let it hit you with a good Lord split you. Better get on it now, man. Let's go. That's just a little ad. My ad campaign. Let me see. Let's go to mock drafts. I want to do one. Let me see. Do I want to do ESPN? I don't, because a lot of these ain't going. I got to fix this one right here. So I need the I'll fix that later. We'll do the Pro Football Network. So we're gonna I'm gonna put that to the side. Yes, sir. Damn. So we're gonna do a mock draft, and I gives a damn about who. Why you doing a mock draft already? Because I want to see what the fuck could happen. All right, just like if you had a crystal ball to tell you the motherfucking lottery numbers, you would want that, right? Well, this is our lottery, and I want to see the numbers so I can win this shit. That's why. All right, man, we about to rock and roll. I want to see how this shit. Ooh, we got to. Right now, we can't do no worse than second. And look, I'm hearing rumors. Well, not rumors. I'm gonna tell you. Speculation. People are saying that the Chiefs is gonna try to make sure we don't get the number one overall pick. So I guess it's just gonna be a fuck fest. Everybody gonna try to fuck each other. Not in the literal sense of a sexual ending condemnation, but as far as they're going to try to keep us from getting the first pick. How do they do that? By letting us win. Nah, buddy, you're going to win. You're going to win today. And I think Kansas City is stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's between them hating us as a franchise and not wanting to lose to us, or hating us to not letting us get the number one overall pick. See, you sons of bitches. Hurry up and move your punk ass to Kansas. Click your heels 3 times and wish your ass wasn't home. You feel me? All right, so let's get into it. Okay, we're not going to draft yet. I just want to set everything up. Everything's set up. Shout out to SoCal Sal in the building, man, in the building. Shout out to you, my brother. Hope all is well. Okay, so here we go. Here it is. We don't know for sure yet if Dante Moore is coming out for the draft. but we don't know if he's going back to college either. So now it's 50-50. I think Dante Moore is going to keep his decision close to the chest. I think it's going to depend on what the Oregon Ducks do in the college football playoffs. If they somehow, some way win the national championship, I think that will move the needle to Dante Moore coming out in the NFL draft. Or if he's hearing rumors of the Raiders finally solidifying number one means losing this Sunday. If the Raiders lose this Sunday, it's guaranteed number one overall. If there is some kind of stuff in the air floating that the Raiders are thinking Dante Moore is better than Mendoza. Now, like I said, a lot of people got this as a 1-1A scenario. Like, you can't go wrong with either or of these guys. Moore has a bigger ceiling due to his age of being 20 years old, so the development phase is still in the mix right now. Mendoza, as is what he is. He's ready to go now in the pros. He has the physical attributes, the mindset, and 22 years of age. Dante Moore he could become even better than what he is now. He's better in completion percentages compared to Mendoza. He's better than Mendoza in passing yards. So that's the two things he has. The thing Mendoza has more touchdowns, slightly, and less interceptions, slightly again. They're both mobile. You have one in Mendoza that rushed for 200-something yards? And I think like 6 touchdowns, and Moore rushed for 190-something yards and 2 touchdowns. So they're within the parameter of being a quarterback that can use their legs to get out of trouble and to extend plays. That's both of them. It all is, like they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What beauty do the Raiders see in Mendoza and Moore? And what trumps the other? I ain't gonna say Trump because that's some orange shit. Which outdo the other? Does Mendoza outdo Moore by the attributes he has, or does the attributes that Moore have fit? And see, here's another thing. If we do get rid of Pete Carroll, who's the new offensive coordinator? You see what I mean? Like, what is the system that the new offensive coordinator, if one comes in, is trying to run, and which quarterback fits that system? That's a whole nother topic. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things you got to contribute to what type of quarterback is the blueprint quarterback for our future of this franchise. So there's a lot of stuff to break down. Okay, now here is what we look at. So with that on the table now, we know about Moore, we know about Mendoza. Matter of fact, I should play a video break. Let's do a breakdown first of Mendoza and Moore. And I did this. I don't know if the public went and seen the members only after it was released to the public. Hold on, let me get this real quick. So I'm gonna load this up, I'm gonna play this, and then we're gonna get into what the Raiders could do at number one, and other things that Max Crosby, that's another thing we're gonna discuss. There's a whole nother dynamic to this whole drafting thing that can play out to where if the Raiders are truly rebuilding, there's a right way to do it, and you can knock it out of the park easily with these decisions decision making ideas and hold on real quick. Okay, so here I'm gonna bust down. I did a bust down. I'm gonna start calling them bust downs like these bitches. Here's a bust down of Moore and Mendoza and which one fits the Raiders and who they should go after. I like both quarterbacks, so I don't think you can go wrong. It's kind of like having a double-headed coin and you flipping the coin and you call heads. It's going to land on heads regardless. This is our double-headed coin at number one overall. But let's get into the breakdown, man. Without further delay, let's go.
Fernando Mendoza, Indiana. Strengths: prototype build plus durability profile. Big framed QB, 6'5", 225 pounds, who can see and throw from the pocket. Efficiency plus decision making. 33 touchdowns to 6 interceptions with a 71.5% completion rate is the kind of NFL-friendly profile teams bet early picks on. functional mobility, red zone value, adds points with his legs, 240 rush yards, 6 rush touchdowns. Weaknesses, what scouts will press him on pre-draft. Translate questions. How much of the elite efficiency is him versus system supporting cast opponents? Teams will stress test this with full game cut-ups and all 22. That's normal for any breakout season. Pressure play. For the Raiders specifically, any rookie QB must prove he can stay efficient when protection breaks down. Vegas has been among the most sacked/pressured situations. Dante Moore, Oregon. Strengths. Accurate distributor with efficiency indicators. High completion rate and strong yards per attempt in 2025 suggest he can run a timing-based passing game. Live arm within structure. He can drive the ball when his base is right and the throw is on schedule. Good fit for play action and intermediate concepts. Weaknesses. Documented scouting concerns. Downfield juice isn't elite. One scouting report notes he won't have the strongest arm in the class, and that deep throws can lose power. Starter sample size experience curve. That same report flags his starting resume as still developing. Early starts at UCLA, then sitting, with 2025 as his first full season as the guy. Fit for the Raiders, what matters in Vegas? Given the Raiders' recent reality, turnovers at QB and heavy pressure allowed, Vegas needs a rookie who can 1. Protect the ball, 2. Get it out on time, and 3. Create when the pocket isn't clean. Mendoza checks the ball security plus scoring efficiency box harder, 33 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, and his size plus rushing TDs add a little extra margin in the red zone. Moore looks like a strong rhythm passer, but the two biggest flags for Vegas are arm strength ceiling on deep shots and the experience curve, because a pressured environment punishes hesitation and late balls. Who's the better 2026 Raiders option? If both were on the board and the Raiders are picking it near the top, I'd lean Fernando Mendoza as the better fit and safer franchise swing. The combination of elite 2025 TD INT profile, high completion rate, added rushing production, and NFL-sized frame is exactly what you want when you're trying to stabilize an offense that's been losing the turnover pressure battle.
Now, those are good breakdowns. The one thing I disagree with, once again, I'm biased, but not just all the way biased. I'm a Duck fan, so I watch every Oregon Duck game, including the one New Year's Day, 9 o'clock in the morning against Texas Tech in the playoffs. But besides that, Dante Moore doesn't have a strong arm. He does. You can go back and watch the film. He's accurate on his deep balls, pause, and then late balls, you might want to just get a timer and glue it to your sack. Then you'll be on time. But with that being said, I like Dante Moore. People saying Dante Moore, like what we just did the breakdown. I give you an honest breakdown. I'm not going to give you no bullshit. It's what I put into this. I go research, and then I put it out on film. Not film as far as video, as far as the attributes and what each one brings. They're not that far apart in similarity. We got 165, Mendoza 6'3", Moore. We're not dealing with short, can't see over the line type quarterbacks. Now Moore may be 209 and Mendoza is 220, 23, I think it was. But he's the bigger stature in Mendoza, but Moore is a little bit more fleet on his feet. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. But to me, in my eyes, and as far as the arm strength go, I think they're saying that with Moore, because you got to remember, Moore is only 20 years old. Moore won't be 21 until May. Think about that. We're in December. 5 months from now, he'll be able to take his first drink. 5 months. He's been playing college football since he was 17. So that's giving you a whole lot, like he still has room to grow. He's still maturing into a man. Facts. You know what I mean? So he might have a growth spurt, you know what I mean, between now and May. Who knows? But we'll see how this happens and how this draft unfolds. That's only if he declares for the NFL draft this draft. Now, let's look at the scenario. We got number 1 overall pick. This is why I want to do a mock draft, because I want to go through the scenarios of what the Raiders could do to really clean up this year and next year in the draft. If we're rebuilding, let's get some high quality picks that's going to allow us to get high quality players to come in and develop and become part of the foundation of this franchise to bring us back to where we need to be. Sons of bitches. Who else we gotta make sure? James Farpo in the building, man. In the building, man. We in here, man. Hey, I'm feeling it right now, though. Sacktown Raider Mike, M2CB. Salute to you, my brother. Thank you for pulling up. Man, we got the homies in here. Let me see. YouTube will now allow me to have name as my handle. Oh yeah, YouTube changed a lot of rules in here. I think they following suit with how Twitter is getting down. So you guys gotta do your thing. All right, make sure we got everybody. I want to make sure. Okay. And one thing I forgot, man, salute to the world's most dangerous chat, man. I salute to y'all. Thank y'all for pulling up and spending your time. You could be doing anything else. You could be in the room jacking off the midgets, gargling mouthwash and spitting it on their feet. But whatever fetish you into, that ain't my business. Hey, my business is you guys are here supporting this channel, man, and I appreciate y'all. Salute, man. So let's get into the nitty gritty, shall we? Let me bring this shit up one time. Bam! On they punk ass. 7, like I'm on the dice. 7. Backdoor Little Joe. Let's go. Bars. All right. So we're going to run the mock draft. Not just because, you know what I mean? We already know this is fictitious. This is not something that we're going to put our eggs in one basket over. But I want to go over scenarios, and I want to break down the scenarios to y'all as far as what the Raiders can do to clean up, to really clean up. Now, I'm going to give you half of the aspect. I'm going to give you the second part of the aspect of what we could do if that situation presents itself for the Raiders and Max Crosby. Yes, Max Crosby. We're going to talk about trading him. Only in one scenario does that happen. But let's go into it. So we entered in the draft on a punk ass. Okay, here we go. We know who's the number 1 pick. Look at what the offers are going to be. This is not factual, but this is potentially, if this team did want the number 1, because I think Tua's done. Tua's done. You got to get, and he's got a guaranteed contract out of this world. I think he only has 1 year. Let me see. Let's get into it, because this is all going to affect the Raiders. How many years are left on Tua's contract with the Miami Dolphins?
Tua's contract with the Miami Dolphins has 4 years remaining, running through the 2028 season. The final 2 years of the contract are potentially voidable, but he is under team control until then. So
really, he has 3 years left, going through 2028. But he has, because he has a 4-year, $212.4 million contract extension with the team that runs through 2028 NFL season. So this year will be over with. So he have 3 years left on his deal. How much of it is guaranteed? See, guaranteed money is going to be a hard factor. Even if you post June 1st, release him, whatever money you owe him is only split for 2 years, over 2 years. So you can cut in half what you owe him in 1 year and on a release. Or you can trade him. But I don't know a team that would trade for Tua because of his concussion history and lack of production. Like I said, Geno Smith just passed Tua for interceptions on the season, but not making as much as Tua is making. So that's crazy. I'm trying to see what is guaranteed. How much on Tua's contract is guaranteed from the Dolphins? We're gonna get into it. Why they put this? How much money on Tua's contract is guaranteed from the Miami Dolphins?
The Miami Dolphins have guaranteed $167.171 million of Tua Tagovailoa's contract. This includes a signing bonus, guarantees for his 2025 salary and option bonuses, and also covers parts of his 2026 and 2027 salaries.
So he has 167.171 million guaranteed. 1 year has whatever the guarantees of this year is done, and they said that they got guarantees going into next year and partially of the year after, which will be 2026 and 2027. 2028 is a null and void year, which you can null and void the contract and not owe them any money. So basically, you got 2 years. Whoever makes a move on Tua is 2 years. Now, as you see on this mock draft, Miami is making an offer. Pick 11, 45, 76, 2027 first round pick, 2027 second round pick. This is what the number 1 overall pick is worth to the team at number 11. I don't want to fall back to 11. In my scenario, what we're going to work with now is the first pick. We can still get either Mendoza or we can get more by trading back from number 1. If you want to, if either one of these are equal on your draft board, if you got Mendoza and more, because both of them have attributes that the other one doesn't, and both of them do have attributes that they both have, which is completion percentage, touchdowns, mobility. Like I said, when I look at a college quarterback, I want single digits in interceptions. Both of them has it. Mendoza has 6 interceptions. You got Moore with 8, single digits. Moore has a better completion percentage at 72. I think it was 72.3, and Mendoza was 71 something. So they're damn near neck and neck. They bring you the same thing. Mendoza has a better experience as far as time of experience compared to Moore. This is Moore's, I ain't gonna say first. This is his first season starting the whole season. When he was with UCLA, he started 5 games as a freshman, 17 years old. That's when he had Chip Kelly as his head coach. Oh, shout out to Chip Kelly, got the offensive coordinator job at Northwestern. I'm telling you, when you're good at what you do what you do. I know they blame Chip Kelly for the offense, but I blame not having the personnel to make that offense run. But that's another story. But with Moore and Mendoza, you're damn near neck and neck. So I would not take this Miami deal. So this Miami deal would get declined. Now you got the Pittsburgh Steelers. So now we knowing Aaron Rodgers is getting older. This is who they have. But they do have the quarterback from Ohio State that won the national championship last year. So how much are they fully invested in him? I don't believe Pittsburgh will move up the number 1 for any other position but quarterback. But why? Why? You know what I mean? That does not make sense to me. So we're not going to take this deal because this is unrealistic. So let me get rid of that. Now, here's the nitty gritty. Here's the shit that I'm going to like. We are hearing rumors that the New York Jets are interested in Mendoza. Very interested in Fernando Mendoza. To the point of look at what they're willing to offer us to move from 3 to 1. If we take this draft or trade right here, not only will we be able, like if they move up to get Mendoza, we will get more. Because the Giants ain't taking a quarterback. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. They're not taking a quarterback. They probably go linebacker. So my theory is this. If this is true to life, and the Jets is willing, because they don't want nobody to see, Mendoza's the prize package of the draft. So the Jets are willing to move up 2 spots. And what are they giving up? The number 3 pick, first round pick this year. 18 pick, first round pick this year. 34th pick, high second round pick this year. And then 2027's Dallas Cowboys first overall or first round pick, and 2027 Indianapolis pick. Now catch me here. Watch where I go with this. This right here is a trade that the motherfucking Raiders I would entertain highly. Whether I'm on drugs or not, I would entertain this. Why? Look at what they're offering. If this is true to life, and you got the New York Jets so thirsty for a quarterback named Mendoza that they're willing to give us both of the first round picks this year, second round pick this year, and 2 firsts next year. So you figure next year, if the quarterback, even if we don't take a quarterback in this draft, say somebody trades with New York Giants and moves up and grabs a Dante Moore at 2 overall with the Giants. What that means is next year, with the first round picks we get from the Jets this year for next year, that gives us 3 first round picks next year. And this is all without even worrying about trading Max Crosby. So you would have 2 first round picks this year, an extra second this year, and you would have a total of 3 first round picks next year. You mean to tell me with 3 first round picks, with one of them being Dallas, Indianapolis, and your own, you can't use those 3 first picks to move up to grab the quarterback that comes out next year that might be better than all these guys? Lenore Sellers is going back to school. He might come out next year. Arch Manning might develop one more year under his belt. There's options. Because since some of these guys are going back to school, that lessens the pool of this year's quarterback class. But it's pushing them all back next year. You mean tell me 3 first round picks next year can't move you up? And most likely the team that gets the first pick next year, like say for instance, we're shit again and we get the first pick next year. We're the only team I see that's going to draft. Like for instance, Jets move up and get a quarterback. Now they're out. Next year, they will not draft a quarterback. Giants will not draft a quarterback. Saints are winning with their guy now. They're not going to get a quarterback. Arizona is a question mark because we don't know. Rams might look for the future behind Stafford. Those are things that's realistic that you can look at. Rams might look for the predecessor or the baton holder, whatever the fuck they call them in track. I never grabbed a baton. Too much represents of a penis. So I never did that. I ran the 100 and the 200 with no baton, not a relay. You know what I mean? Relay this dick back to your girlfriend. No, I didn't do that. But this trade right here with the Jets, you would be I think you would be a dummy because watch this. Let's see the other offers, because I think if the Cleveland Browns are on the clock as far as trying to trade with us, that's another interesting scenario. But this one here, to move from first to third and you getting 2 firsts this year, a extra second, and 2 firsts next year just to move back 2 spots, let them have Mendoza. But let me see something else. Hold on. And there's Cleveland. Now look what Cleveland is offering. First round pick, number 6 overall. First round pick, 27 overall in this year's draft. 70th pick, I think that's the 3rd round. 70th would be a 3rd or lower 2nd round. Because when you start getting in the 3rd round, I don't know what the compensatory picks are, but they come in after the round is over. So I don't know what the compensatory are. And then 2027 Cleveland first round pick. What the Jets are offering are way better than Cleveland. Way better. We're going to 3 instead of 6 with the Jets. But let's go. Let's see who else is offering us shit. Now Arizona. Now this, like I said, and I mentioned Arizona, and I didn't even know this. What is Arizona's plans at quarterback if they're trying to move up the number one over, you're not drafting any other position in this draft over quarterback Mendoza. There is no other position that you look at and be like, ooh, I'm gonna take a corner or a linebacker or a defensive end or an offensive lineman over Mendoza. This is not that draft. The quarterbacks in this draft are so shallow in this pool of quarterbacks that you're raising the price tag of some, like Mendoza. He can be a good quarterback, but do you see him as being elite? Do you see him as a Peyton Manning a type player? We don't know. That's the whole thing. You're This is a gamble. We're in the casino. We're at the crap table, and we're rolling, and only odds can help you. It's only odds. You only have so many ways of getting 6. You know what I mean? There's only so many ways. You can roll a 1 and a 5. You can run a 2 and a 4. You can run 3-3. 3 different ways of getting the number 6. But then you have a point like 2. Snake eyes. Or a point like 3. There's only one way you're going to get 3. If I roll a 1 and a 2. 1. So your percentages are down as far as rolling a 3. But if my point is 6 on the dice table, I got 3 ways of hitting that shit. We don't know. It's a crapshoot in the draft. You're betting on potential. College don't matter. College, because like they said, I think only out of 19 Heisman Trophy winners that went into the NFL draft, only 2 or 3 won a Super Bowl. Think about that. Out of 19 quarterbacks who won the Heisman Trophy, only 2 or 3 of them won the Super Bowl. Let me see. Out of all quarterbacks who have won the Heisman Trophy, how many of those players won the Super Bowl at the next level in the NFL?
Only 2 Heisman Trophy winning quarterbacks, Roger Staubach and Jim Plunkett, have also won Super Bowls.
Jim Plunkett and Roger Staubach. And we know how Plunkett didn't win a Super Bowl with the team that drafted him. Think about that. He was a journeyman. After it didn't work out with New England, it didn't work out with the Niners. He sat out a year. The Raiders get him, and he wins 2 with us. So out of all the Heisman Trophy winners that were quarterbacks, only 2 won a Super Bowl, and one of them was a Raider and won 2 of them. Go figure. So Arizona's offering us the 5th, 36th, 67th, first round in 2027, and second round in 2027. Boo-boo offer. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna, on shits and giggles, we're gonna take the Jets deal. Let's see if Moore drops to us at 3, and the Giants do not trade. Let's go back. So the Jets we're gonna take. I'm just showing you a pathway of how the Raiders can rebuild quickly. Look at these picks that the Jets are giving us. We're getting 2 first-rounders this year, an extra second, and 2 first-rounders next year. That's 4 first-round picks and a second just for them to move up 2 spots. I'll be a damn fool. I'll be off of dope, dick, and dynamite if I said no. Damn. We accepting that shit. Now. And they look at what this fucking mock draft did. They didn't even take a quarterback. So Mendoza and oh my God. I'm not trading this pick. Nope. Reject. Neither one of the quarterbacks are off the board. So look. This is crazy. They moved up to get an edge rusher out of Auburn. Keldrick Falk is who the Jets moved up. Well, a defensive mind coach might. Damn! The rumors would be wrong that they highly anticipate going after Mendoza, unless they're forcing somebody to go to Mendoza to push Falk to them. See, these are the games they play. So we made a trade of getting all these draft picks. So we got 2 first-round draft picks this year, 2 second-round draft picks this year, and now we'll have a total of 3 first-round draft picks next year just for letting the Jets move up 2 spots to get an edge rusher in fall. Fuck it. That's the kind of shit you gotta learn how to play this game. It might not even, this might be nowhere near the truth, but then again, it could be. I'm pretty sure when they do these mock drafts and they have AI running the odds of this happening, this is something it was presented to them like, okay, if this happens, bam, this is the player they're probably going to go after. Defensive-minded coach, you get you up in their division as the Jets, you got to worry about Drake May. You got to worry about Lamar Jackson. It kind of like, okay, that they're putting a price on defensive quarterback pressures over a quarterback that might not develop or might take a year or two. I think that means they're pushing, but no, if they're giving us all their draft picks, they're not even playing next year. But no, the draft picks they're giving us next year is not even their own. It's Dallas and the Colts. That means they're keeping their own, which that's when they'll use it on a quarterback if need be. But our scenario is we're in a beautiful situation. Okay, so let's see this. Chat, let me see this, chat. Right now we have, let me see, let's go to quarterbacks. We have any quarterback we want in this draft at number 3 overall. I want to see a show. Okay, this is how we gonna do it. Dante Moore wears number 5, and Mendoza wears 15. Put 5s and 15s in the chat on which quarterback you know what? Because some of y'all might want other quarterbacks than these two. But between Dante Moore, okay, look, no, not the numbers, because 15 and 5 is, you might not see the one and think it's 5. Give me DM for Dante Moore and FM for Fernando Mendoza for who we should take in the first round, 3rd overall after trading with the Jets in this year's draft. Let me see it. I'll wait. I'm gonna take me a couple of sips of my red wine. You dig? Shout out to Mike G in the building, man. I see you, my brother. Thank you for pulling up. 93 Nav, man. Navy vet in the building, man. Salute. Alec M in the building, man. Salute to you. And let me see. I gotta scroll all the way down. God dang, I was doing this draft. Okay, we're gonna do this shit. Let's knock this shit out. All right. Let me see. Mendoza. All right, Raider Paul in the building, man, with Mendoza. All right. M2C, he's going with Dante Moore. I'm gonna let y'all pick it, because it don't matter to me. Like I said, either or, I think we're fine. But to get what we got from the Jets, to be able to have an option of selecting either or, we know this is not factual, but if it did happen, this is what we would do. The just in case. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. Hey, if this is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like, leave a comment. Tell me, hey, your glasses suck, your opinions suck, and my girl want to suck you. I'm good. I already got a vacuum cleaner. But yeah, we have fun here, man. We chop it up and talk shit, man. It's all in fun and games. But I want to look at the scenarios that these mock drafts have that throw it out there, because they're not just doing it on a whim. It's not just, oh, let's just throw anything out there. No, these are calculated moves that teams could make under. I know they're doing it under AI. AI is giving them probables as far as it's a probability at a percentage that this could happen, and this is what we're looking at. So I need the chat. Let's go, chat. Who we gonna go? Okay, we got Dante Moore again. Captain Point. Gotcha. No, they don't listen to Raider fans, so it kind of makes you think. Well, sometimes they do. You know what I mean? We did fire Antonio Pierce for a reason. We did fire, you know what I mean? We did fire an old boy that went to become the offensive coordinator back with New England. I be forgetting his name because he's irrelevant. He's not relevant at all. All right. So I got some Dante Moores. I got Fernando Mendoza. I got 3 of those, 4 of those, 5 of those. No, Raider Paul, you can't be putting in multiple. You can't vote for the same president twice in the same election. That's illegal. That's fucking illegal. Okay, so what we see? Everybody say Mendoza. All right, let's do Mendoza. Fernando Mendoza, number 2 overall. Number 3 overall. Bam. We did Mendoza. Now let's see how this shit go. We got another pick in the first round. Now it gets interesting. I'm not gonna do the full 7. I'm just gonna do the first 2 rounds. But I just want to see what's there at our first round pick. Okay, here it comes. So let's look at best available. Arizona wants to trade. I'm not doing no more trades. I did enough trades. Yeah, everybody wants that pick, but too bad. We want all, so we're gonna go not quarterback, all positions. Carnell Tate, wide receiver, Arizona. Can you imagine your number 1 wide receiver and you get them with your quarterback and you can groom them together? Oh shit. Or Peter Woods, defensive tackle. That's another thing to look at. Clemson. If we're not going to move Max Crosby, we need to get Max Crosby help. That makes sense. You got another offensive tackle of Francis Muaga out of Miami. Offensive lineman. But Charles Grant showed promise in the 7 snaps he took. He showed good promise. Caleb Johnson, guard, showing us promise. These are draft picks we had that never got a burn because I wonder who was given the green light on letting these guys get in the game. Because when they got in there, they're showing there's potential there. JPJ is still out. Colton Miller is still out. So those are 4 players that we got promise on. Free agent can line us up in a good direction as well with getting a free agent at center that can realign shit. It's a lot of things we can approach. So I would say, let me check Carnell Tate, wide receiver out of where is he at? Ohio State. 6'2", 191. Carnell Tate showed promise with a 52 receptions, 733 yards, 4 touchdown receiving line. Last season producing in spite of his place as the Buckeyes' 3rd option alongside Jameer Smith in first round NFL draft pick. Emeka Ibuka. I remember Ibuka because you got to remember, okay, so he was one of the receivers last year that was in the national championship and won it in Chip Kelly's offense. But at 6'2", 191, nice size wide receiver. But with the wide receivers they had at Ohio State, which Ibuka and all, they had some good ones. He was the 3rd option, but he did have over 700 yards receiving as a 3rd option. That's damn good. He was primarily a vertical threat. So he is a vertical threat with Ohio State who lacked polish. It hasn't been the case in 2025. Tate has reinvented his game and has become a true route running expert with rare sync, throttle control, and stem IQ for his size. He still has the long strider range, body control, and catch point focus that makes him a potential or makes him a potent in a 50-50 situation, but he's a true multi-level separator who can win one-on-one convert. So he can get you in the 50-50 balls, he can get you on straight line speed and a route runner. We need a number 1 wide receiver. Is Besh him? I don't know. I think Besh is better number 2. I think this guy, you groom him with, and Best is young too. This is only his first year. So you got a first year wide receiver going into a second year, and you can draft you a first year number 1 wide receiver to put with Mendoza. I think that's perfect. With a young running back, 2 young tight ends, that is a potent ass fucking offense. The offensive line is the only thing you have to address. You could pretty much solidify that in free agency with the money we do have. You go get you legitimate linemen and put them all together and let them groom, because our offense was the weakest side of the ball on this team. Defense, we can add more pieces, but with all these draft picks we got from the Jets, for them to move up from 3 to 1, we got it. Don't forget, we got 2 second-round picks now. We're going to go 2 rounds. So I'm going to get through. I'm going to grab a wide receiver. Ohio State, take. Bam. So now we got our offense. Our offense should be set. Offensive line is now what we address. With 2 second-round picks, let's see what happens. And with the development of Charles Grant and Caleb Rogers, hey, we got potential. JPJ will be back healthy. Colt Miller will be back healthy. There's not too much to really do on the O-line but solidify. I say maybe find out if DJ Glaze is the answer at right tackle, and then what exactly do we do at center? Does JPJ go back to center, or do we get one in free agency to move JPJ to guard, which he can still handle hands down? No, I ain't got no question on that one. All right. So here we go. We're gonna run the second round. We got of course the first pick of every round due to the fact that we sucked ass. So let's see. Now, offensive line, we only need probably 1 move on that shit to realign everything. Defensive line is the question. Max Crosby is the only one that we know on the defensive line that's holding his own. Malcolm Kuntz failed us this year. He's probably going to walk. Tyree got him for 1 more year. And I think after that, there will not be a 5th-year option. He's just mediocre unless you keep him. But, I mean, the money you're paying him is not worthy of his production. You know what I mean? I'm not taking no trades or rejects. Reject. All right. So Ohio State defensive tackle, Caden McDonald. You got defensive. Now we're getting into the DTs. Let me see what dude is from Ohio State. 6'3", 320. Caden McDonald. Followed first round pick Tyler Williams. Footsteps of Ohio State starting nose tackle. So he's just starting nose tackle. What is his what did he do? He's a big to explosiveness and raw power. This is the dude that's very athletic at the nose tackle position. Let me get him out the way. We need to start worrying about Max Crosby, because I'm telling you, if my other scenario was if Max Crosby demanded a trade, you would have to honor that. You would have to honor that, even though we wouldn't want to, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to go. But if the team ain't going in the direction that he sees as productive of being a contender in the near future, not a far future, because you figure he's going to hit his 30s. If you're taking 2-3 years to even try to move the needle, I think it's best if Max Crosby wanted to be traded that you grant that. That's why I said the other team that you would focus on trading Max Crosby to would be the Cleveland Browns, who also have. So you can have possibility, not saying it would happen, but I'm just saying, if Max Crosby was to ask for a trade, you would have to honor it. What team would be willing to trade for Max Crosby that would help them? The Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns have 2 first-round picks. Myles Garrett would be a nice bookend for Max Crosby in that defense that also has Graham that they drafted. And I forgot the linebacker they drafted. So their defense is the strongest side of the ball for them. If you stick with Shedeur Sanders, you would want a defense to keep the score low until he develops in that offense to make it potent, equal to what the defense is giving them with a Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, Graham. What's the linebacker that they just drafted? All their rookies that they got on defense, bro, they're solid. So Max Crosby will really make them potent on the defensive side of the ball to keep them within games until their quarterbacks develop. They got 2 rookies. Which one they rock with, whoever wins out. You know what I mean? Wins out the competition. But I think Max Crosby would be very interesting for them to trade for, and they have the trade assets to do that. So you could get 2 more draft picks for Max Crosby from Cleveland, giving you a total of you trading first round pick and you trading Max Crosby 4 first round picks in this year's draft. That's what you're potentially looking at on a rebuild with extra seconds as well. Let me not knock the seconds because they probably will throw in a second too. 2 first and a second for Max Crosby. I can see that happening, which will give you 4 first round picks this year and will give you, with the second round pick be this year, if you did it, then you'll have 3 second round picks this. You would have 4, 5, 6, 7 7 picks in the first 2 rounds. Some of them you can trade back and get more capital, maybe move it to next year, but you can go in, you can do your rebuild very quickly with 7 picks in the first 2 rounds. That's only if Max Crosby asks for a trade, because if he doesn't ask for one, I would not trade him. I would just rock with this Jets deal for moving from 3rd to 1, and we still got our quarterback. We got a number 1 wide receiver. We got a defensive tackle. What's next? All right, well, we got another pick coming up. Round 2, we got the first and second picks of round 2. So let's see what we do. There's another defensive tackle. Oh, I didn't take him. Kenton McDonald, I'm going to take the defensive tackle. So, bam. So I take him. So now what's next? Nope, I'm rejecting. Rejecting. Now, South Carolina corner, CS, cornerback, because we know we like what Porter can be developing into. You could potentially go in free agency and get a Reek Woolen, who will be a free agent from Seattle, another big, fast corner that you compare with Porter. That would be a nice combination. 2 6'4" corners that both are under 4.3 40s with the speed to keep up with big, physical, fast wide receivers. If any team we face has those guys can keep up with them and guard them. Woolen is a man-to-man type coverage type corner, and we're seeing potential in Porter being a man-to-man type corner as well, with the more he gets out there with the snaps. So you possibly could lock down your secondary at corner positions in free agency. There's no need to really make a move on that. So I would not really trip off of that right now. Safety, we know we got Jeremy Chin on a 2-year deal. We gave an extension to what you call it? Damn, I'm forgetting his name. Damn, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Our Polynesian brother. Do we go another DT? Do we bring Adam Butler back? I mean, Adam Butler ain't really moved the needle, to be honest with you. If you're rebuilding, it's a youth movement. It's your future. So if you want to get, you already got one DT, a nose tackle. What about a 6'6", 325-pound defensive tackle? Caleb Banks broke out with 4 sacks and 7 tackles for loss in 2024, showing off high-level tools in the process. At 6'6", 325 pounds, with arms over 35 inches, which everybody look at about 32 inches on defensive linemen. Punch reasons. You know what I mean? If the offensive line can get a reach on you and keep you off from being able to get your punch off and get them off you, that's why they look at arm length. And if you're good, you're good. If you're not, you're not. You know what I mean? And he has inhuman burst and quickness. With the DT we just took, if we add him in that mix, now we just have a defensive end to worry about on this defensive line, because now you got 2 DTs. One can play nose tackle. If you're going 3-4, 4-3, I don't know if Patrick Graham is going to be here. If what base are we going to basically run out of, a 4-3, 3-4? You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit to factor in. But to be able to have 2 freak of nature defensive tackles, both of them will be rookies in development. You still have guys such as J.J. Pegues and Hemingway to add to that mix, bro. Hey, that looks kind of scary. The rotation starts looking like, okay, the future looks bright. I'm going to do it. I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna take Caleb Banks, Florida DT. That should make Max Crosby happy if he stays. We got you help. We got you help. And I think that's it for the two rounds. That's it for me. I'm not gonna do the whole draft, but we went out there. We got our quarterback in Mendoza. We got our wide receiver from Ohio State, defensive tackle. What was it, Florida? We got Ohio State defensive tackle, which is a freak of nature, and we got another freak of nature defensive tackle coming from I think it was Florida that I just got. I forgot. So we took care. Now, offensive line, like I said, if we go into free agents, spend that money on if we can get the center from Baltimore. That you know what I mean? Or we could still go in the draft and get one. That was only first two rounds. We can go get an offensive lineman in the third round. We still got development in Charles Grant and Caleb Rogers. We got draft picks in 2027 for the trade we made with the Jets that give us 2 first-round picks. Give us 3 first-round picks next year. We in 2 years, this team the foundation should be finito if we do it right. With a couple of those picks, trade backs to get extra picks like Spytek likes, we can build a team from scratch and it can start looking scary as far as potential goes. So with that being said, man, I'm not going to do the whole draft, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. 401. Hey, today's my Friday. New Year's. Hey, happy holidays to everybody out there. Raider Nation, I love y'all. Man, be safe this year. Please be safe. We seen Anthony Joshua, who just broke the jaw of Jake Paul, get into an accident over in Nigeria, and 2 of his team members were unalived in that wreckage. They were driving it in the passenger seat, and he was in the back seat. Joshua survived. So, like I said, speeding and everything plays a part in it, but also, please, don't do this and drive. I'm sitting in a chair right now and I don't have car keys or steering wheel, so I'm safe. But please don't mix drinking and driving these holidays, New Year's. Enjoy it with your loved ones, man. Bring in the new year. Let's go in with fresh energy. Let's focus on our team getting right. Let's right the ship with the draft picks we got. Fuck the Chiefs, even if they do beat us, and we want them to beat us from those who want us to tank. But like I always said, there's no reason to tank because we're not good. We're not good at winning. We can't win. We're just not good, and you got people out with injury. It just is what it is. There's no need to tank when you're really not that good, bro. Hey, salute to the nation. Hey, let me get a Raiders before I get up out of here. Let's do this shit, bro. We're going to have fun. We're going to enjoy ourselves, and I will see you guys. Will I do a show New Year's Eve? Fuck it. If y'all gonna pull up tomorrow, I'm gonna do a show. I'll do a show.
I'm out of town. There you go. There you go.
Shout out to all y'all, man. Happy holidays. Let me move this out the way. Happy holidays. Be safe out there. Once again, hey, I'm Lunatic Raider. This has been the Lunatic Raider show, man. I will see y'all in the near future. I might do a show tomorrow. I want to give my Happy New Year's to y'all. I might come on at midnight. New Year's, I might go live midnight to celebrate it with my nation, my family. Raider Nation, let's go, man. So with that being said, I'm up out of here. Might see y'all tomorrow. Hey, hit that notification bell if you want to be notified if I'm live. With that being said, I'm Lunatic Raider. Like I always say about this time, damn, this wine is good. Oh, no, that's not what I say. I think I say something like, I'm out this bitch. Happy New Year's, y'all.